I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Hey guys, welcome back to the C&J show, and I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I got my sister Neek, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this hot mess topic. Okay, now listen, Juanita bynums. Let's just dive into this. Now, she got the deal because it's like a special. You can pray. You pay. Okay, call 1-800-Juanita-Bynum. You call in, and she's gonna pray and send you some stuff. And so you get a lot of stuff with this package too. So it's kind of is good because you get to, see her talk for the 2 hours, and then you get the shawl, you get the anointing oil, and then she began to tell you how to pray. Like you need to know how to pray really good. Okay, so this stuff happened because obviously your prayers ain't working. Y'all been praying and it ain't good enough. Okay, so now she's gonna teach us people to know how to pray real good. Now listen, these are my personal facts. But before I get into my own personal facts and things, let me just say this. I remember back in the day, right? It was this one guy, I met him. Well, I ain't gonna say met, but we, for whatever reason, on Facebook, we exchanged numbers and all the rest of that good stuff. And so he was like, hey, I will pay to play. So I'm just like, okay, I've never heard that. Even though I was like 2021, I'm like, okay, so what did that even mean? Like, what do you break it down a little bit? And I know as of today, that sounds stupid. Like I wouldn't know, but back then I really did not know what that was. And so he was like, for us to go out like friends with benefits, if I got you, if you need something, blah, blah, blah. And you'll handle little things that I need and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, so prostitution, got you. Just, you could have said it. Don't try to switch it up now. You don't, come on now. You're switching stuff up. And don't tell me we finna go to goddamn it all Wendy's and we end up going to Burger King. Some stuff just don't make no sense. Even though I do love their Whoppers, but I want them to get better with that. Now the whole thing is, if you got to pay for it, certain things that's supposed to come to you, how good is it? Like, seriously. So let's just give an example for a second with this phone call. I'm calling 911. It's an emergency. Ring, 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 ring. Up, they don't pick up. Ring, a ring, ring, ring. They not picking up. Okay, the third time they do pick up. Yes, this is 911. State your emergency. We got things to do. Me. Okay, so wait. Is this 911? Yes, it's 911. What you want? Because I didn't even realize that this was now, yes, ma'am, we're not picking up on the first rings no more. What do you want? So y'all being nasty. It don't matter what we being. What do you want? We changing the rules now. You calling us. What do you want? And before you even explain and try to get it out, whatever you're trying to say, because we do not care. Before you try to make up something and say, oh, your baby is choking, your dog just got hit by a car, or the cat is what? Let me guess, he's stuck in a tree. Whatever it is, we really don't care. But listen, what we doing now, because it is serious for us to go out in the world, before you call, now so that way you can know, you can spread the message. If you can give us $500 first, you got to donate $500 first, and depending on how much of money you first send in, because you got to cash app us, The however money you give us first, that's depending on if we're gonna answer your call and how fast we're gonna come. So if you give only 500, we just gonna pick up the phone in the first ring, but nobody is coming to save you. So I'm just letting you know that right now. Yes, these rules have changed. But if you give 1,000, somebody will come out there to see and assist you with whatever it is that's going on. Now, for if you give $2,000, now we pick up the phone in the first ring, and somebody come out to see what's going on with you. Then after that, the person can help you. Whoever we send out, the police will be able to help you for the $2,000. So you take a pick. So before you even do this again, do not call this because it's gonna be the same thing. This time, if you're not sending this money on the Cash App, $911 operator emergency, and then you gotta state the state that you in too, ma'am. That's very important so that we know. But if you do none of that, I'm telling you now, we're not picking up the phone for you. So you first send the money because we not. We already got your name. We seen what that you calling. We just seen the number. It's 827-734-7726. We're not going to pick up the phone for you, ma'am. Okay? So try to, thank you, Slick, and try to call back again. We're not picking it up. We going to let the phone ring 20 times. Nobody is coming out. Okay? I suggest you call one of your cousins or somebody. Like, what, you ain't got no people? You ain't got no kin or something? Call one of them that next them there. Bye, ma'am. Do you know how that sounds? That's like, okay, wait. First of all, ma'am, hold up. Wait one goddamn minute. What are you talking about? I gotta do all this stuff before, like, what? Nah, I don't get that. And to me, and I'm not saying anything, because like I said, we understand religions. There's different religions all over the world, okay? We believe in different things. But one thing that I found out about prayer, because if I can give you $1,500 or $2,000 for prayer, I'm not calling for finances. That ain't the issue, because I'm calling for that little piece of something, right? So it ain't finances. So I'm guessing I'm calling maybe because I need a healing in my body or something. I'm calling them praying about a child. I'm praying for something. Maybe it's one of these things. Now, if I pray good enough and I take your advice with prayer, then the calls and everything is answered. Because now I'm going to know exactly how to address this prayer. Because that's what it is. Okay? I've never heard of such things. And we have to stop being silly to stuff. Okay? There's not one person that do not know how to pray. There's no special prayer. I have not heard of it. You can't make this stuff up. It got to be real and it got to be facts. Because right now, and you think about it, right now, if I am in dire need of something, you mean to tell me God is not going to answer my prayer, my call, because I ain't addressed him in a certain way, in whatever way that you're saying do it? I don't believe in that. And that can't be. We need to address that a little better. If you need money, because you got to pay off your bills. If you need money because you just see that this is a get-rich-quick scheme really quick to get $1 million, then you say that. But I don't believe in that, and I can't. And I was born and raised in the church, and just have ministers, pastors, deacons, and everything else in my family. And I can't believe in that right there. Because when you think about it, and you really do think, when a person, if you believe in whatever religion that it is that you believe in, and you get ready to pray. Now, I sometimes watch the voodoo documentaries because I tend to like to know, okay, how do they do this thing? Like, what's going on with this? Now I'm watching and see how they go and get into it. They get deep into it, okay? And it's no different from how we get deep into our own faith in religion when we want something to happen. The spirit hit them away and the spirit's going to hit us away. So therefore, there's no confusing. We're not confusing the situation here. If my child was in trouble, how I'm going to address God, if that was the case, because it really would not matter how it was going to be, I'm going to address him, God, Father God, I thank you. I just thank you for everything that you have done for me. But right now, my child is sick and she needs healing. I need to get up out this relationship that I'm in. Only you can guide me because I'm lost. There's no path without you. And I'm willing to suffer whatever it is that I got to suffer. I'll suffer. And I understand that suffering is a part of life. You said that. I understand that. But right now, it's a little bit too much for me. I don't feel like I could do it. I need your help. Can you please help me? Now, I don't know how much we got to say in order for that to happen. But if he don't answer it, then what happens? Because nothing doesn't happen. And I think that's what, look, we can go on all day and I'll preach a sermon about it, but I ain't got no time. The bottom line is this, right? When I was younger as a child, and I was hearing them say different things, and a prophet would speak, and the prophets would tell people different things. Every single body, even as an adult, you feel like if a prophet tells you something, it's to happen right away. That's not how that works. It may be the next day, 2 days from then, a week, a month, even a couple of years from now, if it was true. But it doesn't state when it's going to happen in the time. Because that part there, the timing, we can't do that. And there has to be a separation for we can know who's doing this stuff. So it doesn't matter your religion. It don't matter what God it is that you choose to serve. The thing is this. We leave everything, certain things we got to leave to God so that there's no confusing it. Because you don't want to be sitting up here saying, I'm going to give praise to Juanita or I'm going to give the most high praise to Jason because he did say this was going to happen. And exactly it happened at that time. That's not how that works. God has the timing. Now in it, through a prophet or whatever visions you have, he give us that which is revelation, and then we can proceed on. But that's it. That's all we could do. That's it. You ain't gonna know the time, because if you knew the time of that, then you should have known. If that's the case, tell me what date I supposed to die. Why you ain't tell me? Tell me now. This person is living who I love when they finna die, so I can know to prepare myself. That's not how that goes. And I just think that it's a little bit odd and crazy to do that. But to each his own. If it's, I just really don't think that looks good. And I know it's different religions, right? It's different religions, so I'm just gonna say this, and we're gonna be out. We don't have to get into this. And this is gonna be it, y'all. Certain things, if you choose to do it, okay. Everything cannot be free. And everything you should not have to pay for. And knowing how to pray is nothing you pray for, because that's given. If you want something bad enough, you do labor and you pray, and through that you get it, what you got. If you want to be rich, I understand they say it's the Illuminati and these people is doing whatever, but even through the bad, guess what? These people is going through hell and high waters to get to wherever and being shamed and disgraced and all the rest of the stuff. They still did something to get there. If you want to be rich and whatever, you do the work as well. And you have the faith and you pray. Labor and faith goes together. Why do people keep confusing so much stuff? I'm sorry, I'm not giving nobody that. I'm not, and we're not back in those 80s and 90s on the TV screen praying for healing either. Some stuff just ain't, it's supposed to intercede well if it's supposed to be it. Some stuff just don't even make no sense to me. God damn it. We're out.